So if I'm pouring water in here and it started pouring out underneath at the backside, then that means it could be one of two things, which I'm guessing it's probably the freezer plugs. So I'm gonna have to remove the transmission, sorry. Remove that, get underneath there, replace those plugs with copper ones, and hopefully that'll fix my issue. I don't know when I'll get around to that, so I'll just cut you guys in for you to just see it happen here. Update, I haven't touched it since the last video, but I have to go underneath the car and take a look. Or I already did, actually. So now that I went underneath the car, I found the source of my issue. And the source of the issue is a blown out freezer plug. Right there. That thing is wide open. So I'll just get a copper one to replace that. And when I do, it should be able to hold fluid for the coolant. And we should be good. All right, so I picked up my brass expansion plug because they're gonna last a lot longer than the regular factory ones. Actually, they should last the entire life of the vehicle. So I'm gonna figure out which size fits the hole that's down there and then get it ready and plug it. All right, so nothing fancy here. I'm just going to take my new plug and fill the sides with some of this gasket sealer because it does deal with the coolant, so it should withstand all the coolant and pressure. And I'll put that on the inside of it, and then once I'm done, or on the outside, I mean, on the outside, inside of the engine, outside of this. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to use this socket right here with a hammer or a mallet and just persuade it in to the engine cavity. All right, so as you can see here, we got the new plug installed, and that little bar is in the way, so I couldn't use the first socket. So I had to use one that was a bit smaller and longer, so that way I could reach inside of there. And also, I wound up using an old pry bar that I had that was just straight and long because it could fit way down in there. Let's get this situated. Because it could fit way down in there, and I could hammer on the end of it from back here. So it gave me plenty of room to reach. But as you can see, this car has some oil leaks. And it's had oil leaks because that stuff is caked on and crusted. And it's not looking horrible, right? Because it's still running, it's still getting oil, but all this old stuff is gonna have to get cleaned out. So I will be working on that and finding out where it's coming from, because there's a drop right there. So yeah, lots to do on this thing, but excited to get it on the road. And she lives. Right now I have it filled with water, and the only water that is here is from me filling it with water. But yeah, I'm gonna take it around the block and run it with the water inside the cooling system. Then I'll put some coolant flush in there, flush the system out, do that a couple times, and then I'll fill it up with coolant and see what happens from there. But we got it going, so let's go for a ride and see what happens. So yeah, it's not looking good. That's not oil, that's coolant, which is really dirty because it's water and coolant. Just to get it running to see if there were any other leaks, and it appears to be more leaks, but not where I thought they were. So let me show you where I think they are. So there's some steam coming out of this hole right here, but in this area somewhere is just coolant coming out. I'll leave those for another episode. So tune in for the next time I post another video about this, so I can try and figure out and get to the bottom of it. All right, let's get to this water pump. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up this front belt. The schematic diagram is supposed to be up here, but it's not. But this first belt goes around all 4 of those pulleys, including the fan and the water pump that we're trying to get to. So to get it loose, loosen this bolt for the alternator. Now that I have it loose, all I gotta do is just take it off. Now I can start working on removing this fan from this water pump, as well as this pulley. All right, so I got the fan off. We got the shroud off. The fan, I took apart both sides of the fan, which just had those 4 bigger screws on the outside. These smaller ones on the inside go on the new water pump. But with the removed from this part of the shroud, it was easier to take this guy off. This guy only had 2 bolts on the top, and then it slides in at the bottom. That's the first part. Second part, the second belt, this pulley has a bolt on the back of it. Loosen that, then you're able to raise and lower this. This hasn't moved in a long time, so it's kind of stiff in place, but I got it moved, and now this belt is loose, so now I can take it off and get to everything on here to remove this water pump.
Now, this is going to be the end of the series. Now, why, you may ask, is this the end of the series? Because after I replaced the water pump, I sold the car as is. Sold it just the way it was. And after I sold the car, I did not make another video about it. So here it is, off to its new home. Now the builds don't stop here, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below to Exantus Creations, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.